Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing the Moschino Man Fall-Winter 18-19 and Women Pre-18 collection. This will be a full-on review of the entire show, which falls under fair use guidelines of YouTube. So let's get straight to it, guys. I'm wearing Moschino from head to toe, basically, or the part that you could see on screen at least. This is my favorite collection Jeremy did for Moschino, Fall-Winter 2014. This little, almost like, what are those things called? I don't really eat them. Are they Cheetos? Cheesy puffs, cheesy something, whatever. Anyway, then we have 2015. This one is maybe 15 or 16. So let's see what the future brings. Okay, let's get straight to it. And let's play the show. All right, dark atmosphere. The invitation was, okay, pause it right there. The invitation was VHS tape. That was the invite sent out to people. And I'm wondering, what will a VHS tape and in general, low res, because that's what we're used to when we think about VHS, what will that have to do with the show? The first look with this kind of over the knee high latexy or high glossy boots, very dark top, the sleeve ends right above the elbow. What does that have to do with VHS? I don't know what it has to do with VHS, but it does have an immediate resonance with me in terms of, oh, it reminds me of Jean-Paul Gaultier. So let's go further on and see. Okay, so the top is held by, okay, pause it there. All right, we got those boots. We have kind of a headpiece that resembles horns. So we have kind of a slight devilish aspect and attitude there. Very coquettish, if you may. Very, very, very Gaultier. I don't see much Moschino here. You know, it's very early 90s, late 80s, more early 90s, very Madonna, very Vogue, very Blonde Ambition tour. That's the time she wore, very Express Yourself. That's the time she wore these kind of gessato pieces by Gaultier. So let's play it a little bit further and see. Here we have the first man. Stop there. All right. Let's play it a little bit forward because this is not about the jawline. So annoying. I don't know, like all these like guys that kind of do this to get that even more pronounced. Can't be bothered with that anymore after 25 something years. Always the same. All right, so this is kind of like a vest. Again, gessato, just to let you guys know, gessato, for who doesn't know, it's kind of like a stripy texture or pattern on top of wool usually, and that's something that Dolce & Gabbana are very famous for, especially for their 90s pieces, and also Gaultier is very famous for the gessato. Here we have a jacket that's kind of like a vest, and the sleeves are held onto the jacket. I wonder if the sleeve can be purchased as a separate, and then it has these kind of leathery straps holding it to the back, you know, like they go up here. I don't know, maybe we managed to see it when he passes by. The boot is interesting, very fetishy, I have to say. Very, it's like Luchino Visconti, the director, and his movies are very particular. You could Google that. Very Luchino looking, but with a 90s touch to it. And then we have the high resolution shot of it that is very 2018. So we have 90s, 2018, and 60s. All right, let's play it on. I'm liking the look. Okay, pause again. Again, this is very Blade Runner, the first part, not the second Blade Runner, which, no comment on the second one. Well, actually, yes, I will comment. I found it atrocious, but the first Blade Runner was amazing. So let's see, liking this very much. This is giving me off Galliano vibes, and it's giving me off a lot of Galliano vibes, actually, and Gaultier. But I am still missing Jeremy Scott in this whole blend. So let's see if we find some Jeremy in the mist. Let's play it on. Okay, this is, okay, pause there. Now we have, okay, this is totally Gaultier. Also very Dolce & Gabbana, this guêpière top put on top of a jacket. And now you can see very well in this close-up the gissato, the stripy pattern on top of this, which I hope is wool. You know, I'm thinking it's wool. The model is beautiful. The makeup is gorgeous. This is giving me a very much rebellion, very much some sort of sexual freedom fighter, and at the same time, I know, well, youth. You know how it is. Youth on the catwalk. That's what it is. Jeremy, where are you though? Okay, let's play it on. Okay, let's see what the guy has on. Yeah, the boots. It's hyper sexualized. I guess I'm starting to realize that the videotape invitation maybe has to do with some sort of voyeuristic aspect that a VHS tape is connected to, perhaps in a sexualized way. Like, oh, here's the sex tape, you know, like Kim Kardashian sends off her own sex tape to make a living out of it. I don't know. But it's very dark. The silhouettes are beautiful, but then of course the models, both female and male, have perfectly shaped bodies, so it's really hard to put something on them that doesn't look right. In this case, I do presume if we play it and try to find a close-up of the jacket, it seems like, yeah, it seems like this jacket is a regular tailor jacket that just has been styled that way on top of the model, worn only on one shoulder, then flipped so that it can be buttoned up underneath his armpit. Basically, that's the structure, so you could also wear it that way. We've seen this tendency of kind of just styling a jacket in a different way, you know. Demna Guasali or Guasalia for Balenciaga already showed us this way of wearing the jacket off the shoulders. Everybody started copying it. And this we have now kind of another game of how to style what otherwise would be a very classic jacket. Okay, let's play it on. Here we have another repetition. Okay, pause there. That was a clutch in the shape of a motorbike jacket, which is Jeremy's staple for Moschino. We've seen it in all sorts of variations. The most famous rendition of it, in my personal modest opinion, up to date, was Jeremy's Spring-Summer 15 Barbie collection with the pink biker bag, crossbody, tiny one and big one. It has seen many different renditions since then. This is the clutch version in something that looks like a dark purpley Bordeaux velvet. Or at least it seems on photo, but I don't know. Model gorgeous, very Dolce & Gabbana meets Gaultier. And I still don't see Jeremy, except I see Jeremy right behind this lady is a male model. And let's play and try to stop as close as possible to the pattern of the jacket. More close-up. We need a close-up here. What does it say? Mag, diversity. I don't know what it says. Variety. A lot of different things, but this is something more pop. This is something where I see Jeremy Scott. I see him all over this piece, and this is more of an immediate looker in terms of it's a photogenic piece, it's an editorial piece. I mean, all of them till now have been, but this is something where I definitely immediately recognize Jeremy's footprint. Now that we have seen Gaultier, Galliano, and Jeremy, I'm still waiting to see Franco Moschino's imprint on all of this, because let's not forget that this is the Franco Moschino brand, and Franco also had a lot to say, had a very clear, specific vision about fashion and what it represents, and he was very political, which is something Jeremy usually isn't. So let's try to see if we find something of that DNA in this video as well. Okay, that classic piece. We can pause it for a second, maybe. Well, she passed by. It's okay. It's a top. Doesn't matter. Okay, here we have. Okay, this is going too fast. Let's rewind, if possible. I need to see the code. Yeah. So this is something Jeremy, if you remember, he did something similar, a different print, but this idea of just wearing a longer coat or something that you could call a spolverino. in wonderful plastic materials for Adidas. A couple of years back, for those of you who have just jumped on top of the Jeremy Scott boat and might not know this, he worked for Adidas, designing his own collection for Adidas several years, incredible collections. And there were two pieces in particular, similar to this one, but more like trench coats out of translucent plastic, first time around with kind of shoe footprints, boot footprints, and second time around with like orchids and flowers. And he would style it the way you see it here, with no pants or shorts underneath, so you could see kind of a barefoot, in this case a boot, or just a sneaker back then for Adidas, and then you would have the trench top or spolverino, whatever, the trench coat, spolverino or whatever sort of jacket on top. So this is something where I recognize Jeremy's touch. This is something he likes to style this way. So, and again, the print is very much him. So, okay, that's nice. But we've already seen it on the other male model in a different combination with a jacket and pants. Okay, let's play it. Pause, right? Okay, so here we have a coat. I wonder if these are going to go into production the way that they are shown here, or if they're going to be altered. But knowing Moschino, they probably will go into production exactly as we see them here, maybe with slight alterations, but we will be seeing the lack of a shoulder on this coat or blazer or jacket, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to see these kind of straps holding the sleeve to the back. I wonder if the black part she's wearing, which looks like a vest, if that's attached to the gray jacket or coat, or if those are separates. And if they were separates and you were just to buy the gray part, what do you wear underneath if you don't, have the budget, or if you don't want to purchase that piece underneath? Because like this, it works, like the total look works, but I wonder how flexible this piece is, how flexible each individual separate is in order to combine your own outfit. I wonder how much flexibility we have there. Not much, to be perfectly honest with you. It's something that has to be very strictly worn in this sort of combination, which brings me again to this fetishy aspect of the whole like videotape filming sexuality type of voyeur situation. It's a very strict collection until now. It doesn't, and it's a very dark collection, so very sexualized. Okay, let's go on and see if this collection turns around. Okay, this is the front look. Yeah, this, I love it. It's very playful. Okay, she has the horns, the horn little crown or headpiece made out of faux hair or real hair, you never know, depending on the budget. The boots are interesting. This is okay, follow me here. Through Jeremy, a Moschino-ized version of Gaultier. That's what I would say. And the hair is very much Galliano. The little bag she's wearing looks like a little tiny parachute backpack, or I don't know what it is. Doesn't fit this total look, but it does add a little bit of playfulness to it, because if she didn't have that, she would have been very strict, especially with those tight leather gloves that are probably elbow height or length. She's gorgeous, but we don't have to discuss the beauty of the models. They're all beautiful. So it's just, yeah, very interesting piece nevertheless, despite the fact that, seems like it's from another designer. Okay, let's play it on. Yeah. 30s vibes here. I like it, but I don't know if in some sort of way Moschino gave Jeremy directions to tone it down. Like, we had this Rata-Porte collection, we had the My Little Pony stuff, we had the flower bouquets, the Barbies, the McDonald's. All stuff that is so in your face, very editorial. It screams of, pop. But I guess it didn't sell, as much throughout from fall winter 14 till now. I have the feeling he's toning it down a little bit, making it more approachable. But in general, I guess also maybe Moschino did not give any notes to Jeremy. Maybe he just is doing this on his own, because the times we're living in right now are darker. And I do think that a lot of the playfulness, I mean, look at this colorful mess. We don't see it anymore on the runway. And there's a reason for that. Also, like, the times we live in have changed, and there's less that need for pop that was there a couple of years back. Back in 2009, for example, there was a huge need for pop, a rediscovery of the early 90s. Now it's kind of all fading. It will come again because fashion just returns in waves, but at the moment it all seems dull and gray. Let's go. Yes. Okay, well, let's pause it there, or maybe play and try to find close-up of that. Now we're like full on sadomaso. I mean, what can I say? This is like, okay, pause it there. Yeah. This shirt is really beautiful, especially because most people, independently from the fact that they are liking or not liking their body, usually the shoulders are always the prettiest part of the body because they look good whether you're a bit more fuller or a bit thinner. That's a part of the body that actually you can show without being embarrassed about yourself, depending on how self-conscious you are. You should never be embarrassed with your own body. It's beautiful the way it is, obviously, but this is a very interesting thing because we do not have many male shirts. Actually, we don't have any male shirts that accentuate that part of the body. And especially, I can't even show that. Like this part, depending on the lighting here, you see this kind of shading here, the shadow here, depending how you stand. There you have it. I personally find that a very attractive part of the body, and it's really beautiful that it's accentuated there. So well done, Jeremy. This is beautiful. Now, of course, the mask, I don't even know if that's going to be purchasable, but if you want to purchase it from Moschino, it's probably going to be super expensive. If you really want that mask, just go to any fetish shop and you can get it for much cheaper, probably. Maybe they even just got it for the styling purposes from one of those shops. It looks like latex. You could make these out of leather too. Shock value, nothing can shock me anymore, so I don't really care for it. It's pretty in this combination, but again, it's very modern. It's not modern, but it's very 2018. So VHS tape, I don't see it here. You know, that invitation with VHS, I don't really see it for this type of fetish. I would have used other means of filming. Maybe a Super 8 camera and actual celluloid would have been more appropriate for this type of aesthetic, you know, which kind of has reminiscence of the 30s in it. Okay, let's play it on. And okay, pause. This is, again, the Jeremy print, which I like because it's him, but this is maybe Moschino, and that hat makes it Moschino. But I'm lacking that political agenda behind, you know, which Moschino always had. I'm not saying you have to have it, but Franco always had that. Don't forget, guys, Franco was very, very politically engaged and active, and that is part of the DNA of his brand. So that's why I'm looking for that. This wants to be provocative, but does this provoke us today? I guess everything provokes us today. We're so politically correct these days that we can't even, you know, be free to express what we really think, because heaven forbid we did. We already have an army of people tweeting back at us that we are monsters. There's a Moschino, there's like a tiny backpack, I guess she's holding. Classic piece. Right, let's play on. The fedora is nice though. The fedora is interesting. Oh, the bag is not okay, it's not a backpack, just a classic bag. Okay, whatever. Okay, well that's, okay, pause. Well, there you have it, guys. This is Rihanna's next tour outfit. This just screams Rihanna. Leathery, satiny. It's beautifully tailored, but again, you know, good to see Gaultier back in Pret-a-Porter, because, you know, Gaultier gave that up. He's only doing, I don't know if he's still doing that even, but he was only until now doing haute couture. So, all right, let's play it on. Okay, and pause here. There we have our 90s biker chick, biker rock and roll punk. I love this. This is because it reminds me of the early 90s, and yes, there's Moschino in here. There's Chanel in here. There's a bit of Versace in here. There's a bit of Dolce & Gabbana. There's a bit of Gaultier. There's also a bit of Franco Moschino because it's rebellious enough. There's that punk touch, and Franco was punk in his way, in his own way, in respect. So this is, I can see Franco in this piece, and I just love these over-branded, just simple over-branded Moschino t-shirts. They just work. Unlike some other brands where the over-branded t-shirt doesn't work, with Moschino it really works. Moschino has a beautiful font. The logo has a beautiful font. So the branding of Moschino really always works when it's printed, especially black on white. Okay, let's play it on. Yeah, all right, so I like that it's overly long, that this kind of coat. Is it a coat? Is it a wool coat? Is it a sweater? Is it knitwear? I can't see, I'm too far away from the image, but it seems like it's not knitwear, and it has a, I hope, faux fur around the collar or on the collar or lapel, and then those boots. I love the fact that it's dragging itself on the floor. This model though doesn't really, his legs don't fit. They don't fit this, I don't know. That's not the right type of body for this type of outfit. He had to be way more skinny and pale, you know, and those legs had to really not be darker toned than his chest area. I know that the light up here is more intense than down there, but they had to do something with the lighting. There's like this huge unproportionate color going down. Maybe he's not shaved and he has hair, furry, I don't know what it's going down, but he's like almost red at the bottom and really white on top. And it's like two different bodies put together. So I guess they just cast him wrong for this piece. But let's play and see if I could, the profile. Yeah, okay. Oh, this. What's up with that? That's too much. And like the lips are like that. And then everybody's doing this. And then these like bones like pop up there. They're somewhere there. And then you're like, you kind of cut people with them. Yeah, this has been going on for over 20 years now in fashion, and it's always considered fabulous, but I'm sick of it. Okay, let's see how it goes on. Oh, it doesn't go on. Okay, so this is really cute. This looks like, first of all, I love that heel. I love the silhouette of that heel. It's very John Willie. If you don't know who John Willie is, you could check out, just Google Bizarre. John Willie was the author of the Bizarre magazine. One of the biggest inspirations of mine, where I kind of take inspiration for my work. And that heel, at least in this screenshot here, or this, like when we pause the image here, it looks like John Willie could have drawn that heel, that fetishy pin-up type of heel. Beautiful look. Very modern to have this kind of almost oversized shirt on top of something so tight, almost latexy. And then combined with just a regular, really regular bourgeois leather bag, you know, just like very casual. And then a tie. It's really, really beautiful. I love this piece. I love what it stands for. But again, could have been Franco Moschino in some way. You know. And I guess in that respect, Jeremy's really working hard to make it Moschino-esque. So let's play and see how this evolves. Yeah, cool piece. Very, very editorial. Okay, this guy needs to stand a bit more straight. All right, we got that 30s weird, uncomfortable military sexuality going on there. Very aggressive. They even took a blonde guy, very Aryan, if you know what I mean. So uncomfortable. I've seen a billion times in fashion, nothing special. But let's play it maybe. Yeah. Biker fetish, leather, Tom of Finland, except Tom of Finland model would have been 10 times more beefy, chunky, and filled up in all the right places. You could also Google Tom of Finland if you don't know who he is, and then you'll understand immediately what I mean. Okay, let's play it on. Yeah, again, those not cheekbones, but okay, pause there. Okay, the jaw. The jaw lines, just so annoying. All right, here we have a little lady with hiding herself because she just had a facial and she's not ready to show off all the scars on the face that are healing to make her look like a fetus. Because she's 20, but you're never too early to start a facial. As Adina Monsoon would say, we got fetuses running, walking the runway. Yeah, yeah, glossy. It looks like a acrylic material. Maybe it's even leather, but I don't think the coat or the jacket or the trench is leather. This one seems like some acrylic, patenty something. Yeah, let's play it. The boots are beautiful. Oh yes, that little tiny, okay, let's pause it. That little, the little bag, we don't have to rewind. You've seen it for a second, but it's kind of very reminiscent of what Louis Vuitton has been doing since a couple of years with their little tiny kind of bag versions of their luggage pieces. The name of those bags evades me, but this is kind of the black Moschino version of it. And I am liking the total black. Okay, so let's see, what is he wearing? It looks like somebody who works in a restaurant, but the shirt has been designed by some high-end fashion brand. It's playful, it's fun, but I guess we see a bit of skin, so it's a very short shirt. This is something almost nobody can pull off, really, unless the actual shirt that goes in production is a bit longer. But it's beautiful on him this way. It's very playful. It breaks down the concept that we've had until now, mostly, of this more, how would you call it? Of this more aggressive sexuality. This is more playful. This is more innocent, even though it's still very dark and black. The shirt softens it down and creates a different type of discourse for me, you know? It gives me a more... I think fashion should be able to laugh about itself. You know, you should never take yourself too seriously. And certain fashion pieces that represent or depict certain sort of sexualities or sexual tastes or whatever, they tend to take themselves too seriously. And that's when something fails for me. It works, however, like in this case, when it's taken over the top and you could just laugh about it, you know. That's good. Let's play it and see. Yeah, okay, well, that was too short, but you could see that the sleeves, it seems like they were like square cut and just flop in the air. Funny. Cute. All right. Safety pins. This is very Jeremy. Huge safety pin print all over the jacket. We know that safety pins are a staple, of punk clothing. And usually they would use actual safety pins too. Bobby pins or whatever to attach garments and pieces together. That was when actually punk became fashion, mainstream, you know. And so this is overdoing it. We're not using them actually, but we're printing them. We're printing the image of them all over the jacket, which is very pop. This is something that I can see Jeremy do, and also typical for him to put somebody, you know, some guy at some point and underwear, trunks, swim trunks or whatever, and a jacket on top. And then we have a harness. Again, we have the sadomaso touch. We have this model wearing a harness. I wonder if these harness will go into production. Okay, let's play. Okay, trench coat also with safety pins or bobby pins. And again, a ski mask. Latex, wool, leather, you name it, they make it. Okay, let's play. Okay, those little horns. So in this case, I don't know if they're attached to the hat, the cap. If that's an extra piece, is it a separate? I'm losing. Will you be able to purchase it in a Moschino boutique or not? I don't know. It's funny. Again, very playful. I'm liking it. Why not? It's like punk meets... I'm really stretching it here. It's like punk meets Disney meets SM. There you have it. Okay, let's play it on. Okay, I like this coat. I love that oversized lapel or fur, faux fur, hopefully faux fur. We only like it if it's faux fur. Unless it's not like vintage and we don't want to throw it for, but that's a whole other topic. Let's not open another can of worms. Yes, the boots. Okay, you see, now again, I have a problem with the choice of this model. Too young looking to pull off something so mature. More of an older model would have been better here. And they could take that jawline up to here if they want to, whatever, do whatever you want. But somebody more mature would have been better for this type of outfit. But I really like that coat. Makes me think. All right, Jeremy, well done with this one. Let's play it on. Yeah, too young, too young. Okay. Cute. Classic, you know, girly jacket, short cut. I mean, forget the ski mask, whatever, fetishy mask. You can... I can see a lot of, you know, those Instagram chicks buying this one, wearing this one, pulling it off. It's just a classic girly cut. The waist, you know, you get to see all the rest, all the curves. It works. Style totally different. You see, this is one of those outfits where every separate allows you to combine it the way you want to. You don't need to wear that jacket with those killer boots. You could wear it just with a pair of sneakers, jeans, whatever. So it works. This is gonna sell. Yeah, let's play it on. Yeah, this doesn't work for me. It makes the hips look so wide. Because the text is elongated and then the jacket is black, so we have this compact black and this expansion of white on top of black, striped this way, not this way, but this. So it kind of opens the thighs and the hips and it makes the top part of the body look really tiny. No, doesn't work for me. The bomber on itself, sure, great, but you could get a cheap bomber anywhere. You don't need to buy a $2,000-$3,000 one from an expensive brand. You know what I mean? Unless it doesn't have something really special on it. But let's see. Let's play it on. Oh, okay. It's a stripy bomber. So I stay corrected. I stand corrected. It's Gessato in the front. That's beautiful. I love that bomber. the Gessato, and you only see it up close, really pops in a very, very nice way. Okay. The little lady here with a tutu or with whatever, the tulle kind of skirt coming underneath. This is beautiful. Also very 80s, 90s. I like to see VHS here, but anyway, let's play it on. The bag, basic. Okay, then we got the boy wearing something with a huge tail trail tool thing at the bottom. Let's play. I mean, the sweater zipper front, very basic. I like that basic simplicity with that added tool in the back. This is horrendously, in the most positive of ways, chic and fabulous. I'm loving it. So, Mr. Walk on by. Let's see. Those boots are great. Okay, so they just cut him off. Ah, okay. The trail is huge in the back. Fabulous. Very editorial. Probably, I don't even know if that trail bit is going to go into production. If so, who knows who's going to buy it, but it looks great on him. The woman coming after that, very similar to what I said about the other girl with the short jacket. This will also work. The tutu probably won't. It's a showpiece. The total look looks cute. It's kind of like now he's a little bit all over the place because now we're kind of entering this field of these tools and tutus and kind of ballerinas mixed up with the fetishy touch, mixed up with 80s, 90s. It's cute. It's editorial, but I don't think it's very sellable. Okay, who cares? It's really cool that he gets freedom of expression to be creative, to do what he wants to do. You know what I mean? Despite the sales, eventual sales. All right, let's play it on. The guy behind him also fun. Oh, it's even feathery. Okay, so this is not tulle. These are feathers. Well, very, very interesting. I am liking the feather touch. at the bottom of the... This is really beautiful, actually, because it makes it androgynous in a very 2018 way, you know. That coat that's so classical, that could have been from the 30s, and then mixed with those feathers. Very, very well. Yeah. Here I can see Franco Moschino. This is, of course, very toned down. This is, you know, Franco passed away in the 90s. So if Franco would be alive today, he would maybe also from time to time tone it down. I mean, the times are dark we're living in. And it's not true what they always say. Oh, okay, the dark times, so you got to fight dark times with color. Sometimes you just need to say it like it is. It's dark times, let's do it dark, you know. And this is dark. But in a very subtle way, it's a great comment on gender. Well done, Jeremy. Let's play it. The jawline is so annoying. Okay, so here we have some... It always reminds me of Federico Fellini's Nuns. You should check out Federico Fellini's movies. But of course, in a sadomaso way, it's fun. You know, it would just be a plain outfit without that mask. Right. Let's play it. Beautiful collar. Let's pause it there. That neckline around her coat, really, really beautiful. Very, very 60s. Love it. Okay. He short in the front, long in the back. This is something Jeremy does a lot. Unless there's not a zipper at the waist. If there is a zipper at the waist, that you could kind of just zip together the bits that are hanging in the back and then create a long trench, something we've seen 1,000 times. I hope that's not the case, but Jeremy also did for Adidas as well as for Moschino, I think, and himself. Like tuxedo looking jackets that are, you know, short in the front and they have a tail in the back. His first collection for Adidas back in 2009 actually included a black and a gray. I do still have the black one, like a tuxedo. But the funny, playful twist was it was a tuxedo jacket, tux jacket, but it was made in Jersey, like from a crew neck, you know, which like a sweatshirt. So that combination, you know, using the streetwear of Adidas, combining with something classical and elegant, was the genius move back then. So they're probably going to cut him off. Whoever was filming this wasn't really understanding the need to show certain details. They just had to go get done with it. There's a lot of fashion shows to go to, and once one is done, you got to rush off to the other one, and you know, times are just not what they used to be. Everything is quick now. So let's see if we manage to see him close up, if that waistline has a zipper. I think I saw a shimmering zipper. I think he did have a zipper. So indeed, yes, I'm sure actually. So basically you could zip, yeah, then if you could zip the back to the front and make it a long coat, that's something we've seen already, nothing new. And I never really like that type of coats. They very rarely really work. Concept is interesting, but sometimes things work on paper, but they don't work in terms of who wants to purchase them. All right. This piece is very Dolce & Gabbana, 90s. You cannot unzip part of this coat. It's very long, but it's also a little bit Tisci's rendition of Givenchy, those boots in particular. But it's beautiful. I like it, you know. Nevertheless, I really like it, and it's a huge twist to what Jeremy did. I mean, we began with these colorful things in 2014, and look where he is now. Very fascinating evolution. Okay, let's play. I'm loving this piece. You know, cool piece. Yeah, let's play on. This one is good. Okay, now this is more evening wear. This sort of shoulder has been seen before. Velvety, high waist, this kind of empire way of dresses where, you know, the waist is super up right underneath the chest area, the breast. You have the dress falling. So this is something Dolce & Gabbana have been doing this a lot in the past years. It always works, you know, in a way, because it's a dramatic look. It's something that breaks certain physical norms, body proportions, and it can be very forgiving you know, independently from what sort of body shape you have. So this is something to think about when you're purchasing a dress. Of course, that shoulder bit is what makes it, I have hair everywhere, special, and maybe not for everyone, but you know, it's a very elegant piece. Well, you can't really go wrong with black. You see, that's the thing. Black is just, could you imagine if this thing was pink, or if it was some weird mustardy color instead of black? Then you would be kind of criticizing more. But because it's black, kind of black justifies a lot of choices. Black, you know, makes you forgive a lot of choices as well. Anyway, let's go on. Sunglasses are very matrixy. Sorry, I have this. You see this little hair here? It's so annoying. Okay. This cap is also like so big, it keeps falling off. Okay, that's a classic look coming up at us. The boots, again, we have those like kind of horse rider boots or motorbike boots, and then the jacket, the coat. Let's play it. Evening wear. Very elegant. I could see somebody even at the Oscars wearing this. Very red carpet. Very red carpet. Even with the horns. It really works with the horns. But again, I'm lacking the VHS context. Okay, let's play it. Yeah. Yeah, here, like, we overdid the bare legs, you know. Like, pants are needed. Even if you want to tight leggings or black something really tight, you know, skinny jeans, which when are they ever going to end? But yeah, there's already enough shock value if you want in this collection. You don't need that skin in this for this look. Okay. The hat, yeah. I don't know if that's going to go into production. It looks kind of cute though, almost like for a kid. Okay, so we have another lady that looks like a Federico Fellini nun, but she has the fetishy mask and the long jacket. This looks... I haven't mentioned it before, but some of these pieces also look like something that was inspired by Lee Bowery's, you know, work as well. Wonderful artist that unfortunately also passed away. But anyway, let's play on and see. This is kind of Lee Bowery-esque. This piece is beautiful, but here I see it. This could have been a Dior piece as of late, you know, like a Christian Dior pret-a-porter piece from the past season or two. Just thrown in there, especially the beret. The beret looks very, you know, like Dior Army type of style we've been seeing with Christian Dior lately. Okay, let's play. Okay, I mean, all right. This is the only color that's off. I don't understand, like, did this model just jump with this trench coat off of, like, somebody else's fashion show? This could have been a throw or something like that. And all of a sudden, this is an awkward addition to this colored trench coat. Huh. Okay. Maybe more of this color is coming. I'm talking about the trench coat, guys, not about the model. The model is gorgeous. Let's move on. Okay. So now we're kicking in with the icy. Oh, yes. So the back of that weird colored trench coat is even weirder. It looks like some floral pattern. And then the front of this dress, it looks like a dress, has also that kind of mud mauve type of color with hints of red, and then there's a print, like a marble print, painting print or something. It looks like a face on her chest. I don't know, it reminds me of Prada. I don't know, I don't see why this was necessary. Okay, let's play on. Yeah, there's a print of a face. Totally unnecessary piece. Okay, let's move on. Okay, and then it's okay. Pause. And so then we return again to these prints, but now they're not printed on black. They're printed on that mud very Vivienne Westwood nostalgia of mud type of color. But let's play on. Olivey green. And then plastify. Ah, you see what I mean with Jeremy? Okay, this one doesn't have the zipper in the front. This is actually really cut short in the front and then has a tail in the back. That's a classic kind of Jeremy silhouette. Patent material, patent either plastic or leather. We've been seeing this tendency in fashion going in this direction since quite some time now. So it's not like Jeremy's starting something new. We've seen this. He's jumping on that boat as well. Too late or in the right time, depends. You know, pieces like these usually are not so easy to sell because the patent is not everybody's taste, and it's also quite delicate to handle. So let's see how it will go. But let's play on. Anyway, we got a combination of black and mud color. Yeah. Too cutesy, too girly, too proper, but then like that boot that's everything but proper, and then the horns. It's like too... It's not effortless. So, you know what I mean? No. Moving on. Like too much going on and unnecessary. I preferred all of this black on white. This other color combo. It's like for who can't decide if they want black or white and they go for this color. I don't think that's going to make it easier for people. I mean, I think they're going to buy the black version. They're not going to go for this one. Just my opinion. Speaketh the person dressed in orange, gold, yellow, black, white, green, whatever. Okay, let's go on. Okay, she's like in a hurry. Ah, she also models for Vivienne. I never understand why everybody takes her because like, look at her. Let her walk for a second. What a chunky walk. Oh, she's gone already. Yeah, her look. Also unnecessary piece for this collection. And this is the thing, the way they styled it, and they showed us all these very powerful black and white pieces in the beginning, which you usually should show at the end. They have marked the strength of the show in a certain direction and way. And then when you introduce colors later on, and then this sort of colors, they're not as powerful. You know, you're like, the more the show progresses, the less powerful it gets because these colors don't do it for me, really. Because I still have in my mind all those incredible black silhouettes, which are really gorgeous. And then like you have this to contrast that. You know, maybe beginning it with this. Yeah, like he looks like a character from a movie. Could have been a Tarantino movie. It could have been some other scary movie, maybe some serial killer on the loose. American Horror Story, The House, season 1. Also very reminiscent of that. Anyway, let's play on. Yeah, the little miniature suitcase. Okay, pause. This is an interesting piece. Color-wise, debatable. You know, you either like it or you don't like it. Slightly oversized. The lapel or whatever is going down there almost looks like it could be a hoodie, and I don't think it's a hoodie. It's too symmetrically positioned on the shoulders. And then there's the cap. It's like a mix of oversized with something interesting. Well, anyway, let's play on. Jawline again. Okay, pause here. Velvet. Velvet is back. The 90s are back. All of these velvety pieces that we saw so much of in the 90s are returning. And I love velvet, let me tell you. I really do. And this is like a 30s dress. Well, the coiffed hair is like late 20s, early 30s. And then, sure, why not? Even with the horns, why not? Let's play on. Wonderful, beautiful model. Okay, I don't like how he walks. Tuxedo look, classic look. You take off that weird helmet he had. It looks like he went for plastic surgery and like the jaw has been positioned because, you know, he's a model. So the jawbone has to be here. So they just operated him to enhance it. And he's healing. He's healing. He's healing. Don't worry. Everything will be good. And there's that kind of modern-ish type of tuxie type of look. It's not a classic, but look in tuxedo for that matter. Not a tuxedo at all, but it just works. You know, it's cool. Doesn't scream Moschino at all, but nice piece, but not Moschino. Let's move on. Yeah. It's just interesting because she has that kind of latex hood on her, cap, whatever, mask, you know, but the dress itself is nothing special. Even the one behind her with the print, painting, whatever it is on it, it's unnecessary. No, not feeling. I mean, you know, Franco used to do, also Dolce & Gabbana, like fresco paintings, you know, from the Sixtine Chapel, well, maybe not the Sixtine Chapel, but from chapels, from churches and stuff like that, and then printed on clothes and scarves. I love that. I love Dolce & Gabbana doing it. I loved when Franco did it, and I love when Jeremy does it. I do prefer it on scarves and foulards though, because you get a feeling of literally like stretching out a painting and having the full thing, and then you drape it around yourself. And you got to edit a painting in order to cut a piece of fabric to tailor a dress. So that limits the square nature of these ancient paintings or depictions of biblical scenes. In this way, you kind of limit yourself. And that's why I don't really prefer this sort of prints on clothes. That's why I prefer it on scarves and foulards. But that's just, you know, very debatable, very debatable. That's just me. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Yeah. I love the corset, but the pants and the jacket, no. Color is just not me, and too shiny. Okay, let's move on. Too circusy. Yeah, this is beautiful, but just not Moschino. Let's move on. Oh, the back is Moschino, maybe. Well, no, the back is more Jeremy. Okay. Wow. Wow, this is a waistline you don't see every day. That's a little wasp. If I've ever seen one myself. Beautiful body. The dress, no. Okay. Yeah, the zipper beret. The mask. The military jacket. Why not? Even this dress, really beautiful, like very haute couture. You know, we're styling something super high-end fashion, and then she has this like military touch on top, you know. Yes, why not? Also very Dior, very Maria Grazia Curie. Oh, okay, and then we have a male model wearing it. So again, we're playing with gender. Why not? Yes, I'm all for that. Breaking the patterns. But I just, you see, okay, so we have the male model with overly done makeup. I would have really played with gender to a degree where I would have not put makeup on that model, on that male model, and put him in that dress to really break patterns. Why does he have to be in drag almost in order to wear a female dress, you know? I would go further. He doesn't need makeup. He doesn't need to be, he's not in drag. He wears that dress because that's him. You could also debate it and say, well, drag is also his shtick. But if you're really, you know, this is what I want to say. If you're going the Franco Moschino way, you got to push it a step further. You got to give us something new to think about. And this, we've been talking and debating this since, you know, even before the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race aired, you know. So now, again, it's a little bit dated. And it's not shocking at all. It would have been more, it would have made me think more if he had no makeup on. Okay, let's move on. Overall, I always like overalls. I'm a sucker for overalls. This is, again, very Gaultier, very 90s. I love my Gaultier, so I like this piece, you know. Let's play on. But it's not Moschino. She's beautiful. Harness. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Even he looks bored. Okay, so yes, this. So again, they look pretty boring from a distance, but every time when the camera pans in and zooms in and really close, gives us a close up, they look really beautiful. These pieces do look beautiful. Yeah, this kind of bejeweled, bedazzled. Looks really nice. Oh, she's like a little mouse. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, you see the back is like, and the like, you know, you're all bling, and the front is super sober. It's an interesting game, interesting contrast, but again, no clue what it has to do with videotapes. Yeah, this print again. Okay. Loving these strappy holders. Yes. You gotta have a body like that though to really pull it up, because otherwise I wonder if you're not all like, and you take something that's really tailored to your size, I wonder if these kind of sleeves begin to sag, if everything is not positioned right, you know, I wonder if it all kind of just doesn't sit so perfect like it does on this model. You know, that's my... Okay, let's move on and see. Again, here, there, we got that. Whatever. Okay, let her pass in her negligee. Or like Wendy Williams would... Why? Pause this for a second. Wendy Williams... Girl, if you're listening, it's not... Okay, you keep saying negligee or nega... You twist that. You add like 50 different vocals in there. There are none. Just say negligee. All right, move on. Wendy, you know I love you, but let's spill some tea. Okay, so what's going on there? Let's play again. Yeah. Jaws. Like Jaws the movie. Again, full-on painting on a dress. Silky, suave, moving, flattering. Yeah, okay, I get it. Too many pieces. Next. Nice hairdo. Military, parachute, backpack, harness. Okay. I'm getting bored. Let's go on. Yeah, again, print. Okay, the little suitcase with the little spy stuff inside. His another model that has had a jawbone operation to enhance the jawline. And again, the naked legs. Okay, moving on. Yeah, okay, painting of a face, silky. We get it. Moving on. Circus look with a harness. I like the shimmering green. I always like shimmering green. I don't know why. Just like it. The more emerald and dark green it is, and the more I like it. Moving on. Very okay. This, yes, why not? It doesn't have to be Moschino though. You know what I mean? Like this is a full bodysuit, latex or leather, harnessy. No, there's no harness there. It could be, you know, from any fetish brand that makes these pieces. So I don't know what makes this a Moschino piece as juxtaposed to any good old fetish fashion maker. Okay, fashion maker, whatever maker, clothes maker, outfit maker, whatever, garment maker. Feathers. Okay, well, here you go, Britney Spears. This is your next outfit for the VMAs. Feathers everywhere. Moving on. Okay, he's proud, very proud of the pectorals. You see how the sleeve is a bit too short? And it's something intentional in many ways. A lot of times you have jackets that have really short sleeves. Sometimes jackets have to fall like almost over the finger. It all depends, you know. Yamamoto loves oversized sleeves where the whole hand can kind of hide inside. This is, don't ever, when you go and purchase a jacket, tailored jacket, don't let them tell you how it has to be. You decide for yourself how you feel comfortable, because there is no rule or regulation. They're going to want to tell you there is, but it all depends. It's your freedom of choice. In this case, on him, because he's so oversized body-wise, this looks wrong. But again, maybe they wanted it to look that way. So you can never really judge, you know. It's about personal taste. To me, it's wanting to push it too much and show more skin, you know. And it's super awkward when I see these like baby faces, but then they have these like really mature bodies. It's not at all attractive to, it makes me cringe a little, makes me go like, oh, something is off, you know? Okay, anyway, moving on. Oh, fringe, tassel and fringe. I'm a sucker for tassel. Let a tassel away. I like it. It shimmers, it moves. You gotta be tiny to pull this one off, unfortunately. This dress is not forgiving. It's not even forgiving on this super skinny model. Could you imagine if you got half an ounce more than her on your body? And you need a cleavage that is a chest that is flatter than flat. If you want to pull off that 20s Charleston vibe, you know. Otherwise, it's a totally different dress. Okay, moving on. Okay, we get it. Harness, black. Yeah, moving on. Looks like a Madonna dancer from some Madonna tour. Oh, this is interesting. I'm loving the full-on bodysuit and black tied underneath and then all this fringy thing on top. But you see how little forgiving this outfit is? It just enhances the body volume, like triplifies it. Okay, let's move on. Classic, elegant, beautiful. Moving on. Oh, I'm loving it. It's like Pierrot meets American Horror Story. Moving on. Yeah, okay. Classic Jeremy. You know, we got the skimpy underwear and then we got this kind of classic suit on top. Hyperly sexualized. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. It's really easy to interpret. There's like not much to say about it. I love her 90s hair style and color. This one's easy sell, I guess, you know. But again, well, no, not really, because a lot of ladies don't like to show their knees. A lot of ladies like to cover the knee. So, but again, as separates, you could find ways of combining the pieces. Okay, moving on. Yeah, okay, so here we're playing with gender again. This could have come out of a movie by Luchino Visconti called The Damned. And you should check out that movie, it's incredible. Plays in Nazi Germany and it's a family that owns a lot of metal and they're producing weapons for the Nazis, and the family's falling apart and there's a lot of gender issues going on there, and cabaret and sexuality is a huge issue. And this looks like Helmut Berger, you know, just came out of that movie in the prime of his youth. Minus the cap, the hat. Moving on. Mermaid silhouette almost. Pretty. Nothing exceptional, but nice. Moving on. Okay, what is this? Siamese twins? They're attached? Yes, they are. The outfit is a Siamese twin outfit. Interesting juxtaposition of the two models. How one's face is almost kabuki-like and the other face is like out of some other movie. Yes, photogenic, editorial, works. Moving on. Yeah, okay, so they're attached at the back. Nice. So the tails are connected, so it's some... I see, and the guy has high heels. Okay. Right, so it's a weird Luchino Visconti The Damned inspired collection. Very dark. Nouveau Gothic meets Maria Grazia Curie. Look at Jeremy. Super serious there. Almost like the Terminator of 2018. Overall, I have to say It's a twist and turn, a new turn for Moschino. It's a statement. Whether or not Jeremy is telling us that he can do something else after he has been perhaps maybe criticized for being too playful. I don't know if this is him proving to us that he can do something else, or if it's Moschino telling, hey, could you do something else? Or if it's just the times that inspired him to just go darker, because we are living really darker times. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it was worth watching for me. It was inspiring to see, even though most of it reminded me of the 90s, and I'm happy that the 90s are coming back in that respect. It was still wonderful to see. Overall, I say well done, Jeremy. It's definitely refreshing to see you, change the spectrum, show a different variety, other directions that you could go through. There's definitely a couple of pieces that I would love to have and wear. So that's my thought. You could tell me what you think in the comment section down below. All your opinions on this show. I really, tried my best to be you can't be objective when it comes to aesthetics. You have to be subjective. So that's my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, and everybody is free to have their own opinion, because we do live in a free world. Don't you ever forget that. They will try to take that freedom away from us, but we'll never give up on love, and we'll keep our freedom to ourselves. So guys, if you haven't already, well, first of all, if you like this video, thumb it up. If you haven't already, but wish to, please consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, what have you, everything. The more the merrier. Never forget, guys, to never give up on love. Love you. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.